This is the Intercontinental Broadcasting Corporation. Sa bagong Pilipinas.
Good evening. This is 13 News.
Let's get into the headlines right now. Typhoon Francisco intensifies, may reach super typhoon category in the next hours.
At the Tacloban school shooting incident, one of the teenage suspects allegedly obtained his gun from a police officer.
And military force in Mindanao kills a high-ranking leader of the New People's Army, or NPA.
All these and more, here on 13 News.
We begin tonight's newscast with a horrible shooting incident at a high school in Tacloban City, Leyte, where 3 students died while 7 more were wounded.
Tonight, education and police authorities have moved quickly to coordinate their response following the incident.
The Department of Education and the Philippine National Police met to ensure a joint investigation and immediate assistance for affected students and school staff. Social workers from the DSWD Field Office 8 were immediately dispatched to Tacloban to conduct rapid assessment and provide necessary interventions. Local social welfare officials also extended psychological first aid to students, teachers, and other school personnel impacted by the incident.
Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has already ordered a thorough investigation into the shooting and expressed deep sorrow over the incident. Malacanang said the president has extended his sympathy to the families of the victims and called for justice. The president also directed strengthened security in schools and other public places to prevent similar incidents.
Amid the ongoing probe into the school shooting in Tacloban City, authorities revealed that the gun used is a cop-issued firearm. Meanwhile, several lawmakers expressed their concerns over the incident as they push for stronger security measures in schools. The full report from IBC News correspondent Bea Piniza.
Authorities have already arrested the 2 suspects in the shooting incident at San Jose National High School in Tacloban earlier this morning. According to regional police, the suspects are both grade 9 students, aged 14 and 15. Tonight, the death toll climbed to 3, all are students, meanwhile 7 more were wounded. The Department of Education strongly condemned the incident and said it is continuing to coordinate with the police for the ongoing investigation. The Philippine National Police is also coordinating with the Department of Social Welfare and Development to provide the necessary psychological support to the victims and witnesses who may be suffering from trauma. According to PNP Public Information Office, they are also working with the DepEd to further strengthen the security in schools. Tonight, it was revealed that one of the firearms used in the incident was owned by a policewoman. The PNP explained that one of the shooters was related to the cop. Co then explained that police were already investigating on how the attackers acquired the said firearms.
14-year-old, yun po ang pamangkin.
Yung security guards, saan?
Yun ang tinitignan pa po natin. We're still verifying sa agency kung kaninong guard nila specifically na issue po yung caliber 38.
The PNP also assured the public that the investigators will look at all possible angles and motive in the shooting incident, including bullying.
Natin lahat, we will look at all angles, all motive dito. Pero initially nga po, ang lumalabas is nabully po itong mga
In addition, PNP Chief Police General Jose Melencio Nartates Jr. has ordered the conduct of security assessments in schools.
Violence has no place in our schools. Our learners, teachers, and school personnel deserve an environment that is safe and conducive to learning. I therefore direct all police commanders to strengthen police visibility around schools, intensify preventive patrols, conduct security assessments, and sustain close coordination with school authorities.
Senate President Sherwin Gatchalian also expressed concern and outrage over the incident. He said this kind of violence is unacceptable in schools, which should be safe zones for the students. The senator also called for stronger security measures in all schools. Senator Padilla, meanwhile, emphasized the need to amend the Juvenile Justice Act to lower the age of criminal liability to 10 years old. Former House Speaker Martin Romualdez has also directed his staff to coordinate with authorities to provide necessary assistance to students, especially the victims of the shooting. The lawmaker also extended his condolences to the parents of the students who lost their lives. Bea Piniza of IBC News.
Meanwhile, students and members of the Kabataan Party List staged a protest in front of the Parañaque National High School. This is to condemn a male teacher allegedly seen in a viral video engaging in sexually inappropriate behavior with a student inside a classroom. The students staged a walkout of their classrooms at around noon. The Parañaque National High School Maine has released its statement assuring its commitment in combating all types of abuse both inside and outside of the school. Meanwhile, the DepEd Schools Division Office of Parañaque launched an investigation into reports and videos circulating on social media regarding the alleged abuse incident. In a statement, the SDO said it is treating the allegations with the utmost seriousness, urgency, and impartiality, and assured students, parents, and school personnel that appropriate action is being taken. Afterwards, student protesters and alumni met with Parañaque National High School's principal, Mr. Jerry Lumabad, to discuss and convey the grievances of the student body following reports of sexual harassment within the school.
Following several days of wake, the remains of late Ateneo student athlete Divine Adili were already escorted back home to Nigeria. Earlier in the afternoon, teammates personally carried his coffin out of the Arlington Memorial Chapels as several supporters, including the officials of Ateneo de Manila University, gathered to pay their final respects. The transfer was done in line with his family's wishes. Meanwhile, resigned Ateneo coach Tab Baldwin did not appear again on the probe of the National Bureau of Investigation, or NBI, over the deaths of the two Ateneo student athletes. This marks the third time Baldwin has failed to show up for the NBI subpoena. Despite his absence, some members of the coaching staff appeared before the agency as Baldwin's legal counsel requested a rescheduling of his appearance tomorrow at 2 p.m.
Typhoon Francisco is now nearing a super typhoon category. Based on the latest data from Pag-asa, the typhoon was last located 625 kilometers east of Tuguegarao City, Cagayan, with sustained winds of 175 kilometers per hour and gustiness of up to 215 kilometers per hour. It is moving west-northwestward at 20 kilometers per hour. Tropical cyclone wind signal number 1 has been hoisted over Batanes, the northeastern portion of Cagayan, including the eastern portion of Babuyan Islands. Francisco is seen to reach super typhoon category within the next 12 hours, but will remain far from the Philippine landmass, although it will enhance local winds. It will slow down before recurving north-northwestward towards Japan, then exit the Philippine area of responsibility on Friday, June 26. In the meantime, the southwest monsoon will bring cloudy skies with scattered rains over Visayas, Mindanao, and Palawan, while Metro Manila and the rest of the country will experience cloudy skies with isolated rains due to localized thunderstorms. Coming up next, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. personally led several projects and programs in Cebu. Stay tuned. This is 13 News.
Be a part of the IBC 13 family. We are looking for a motor pool supervisor who can be part of our team. Interested applicants may email their application and resume to ibctv13hrd@gmail.com or send to Administrative Department, IBC13, Capitol Hills Drive, corner Zuzua Reggie Street, Diliman, Quezon City. Pangarap mong maging milyonaryo? Sa PCSO Lotto, magkakatotoo! Mas pinasaya, mas pinabongga, mas pinalaki ang mga jackpot prizes. Araw-araw ang bola, kaya more chances of winning sa PCSO Lottery Draws. Lunes hanggang Linggo, tuwing 2 p.m., 5 p.m., and 9 p.m. Balitang nakala.
Mamulat ng kanyang mga si Presidente at si
Binantayan. Sinuri. Nilatag at inihayag. 13 sa tanghali. Kasama sina Greg Gregorio, Naj Miravalles at Zai Chua. 13 sa tanghali sa ganap na alauna dito sa IBC 13.
Welcome back to the program. A high-ranking NPA or New People's Army leader in Bukidnon has been slain. Troops from the 4th Infantry Division engaged in a series of encounters on June 21st in Cabanglasan and Malaybalay City, resulting in the death of a key NPA leader identified as Romeo Manpinsahan and another member, Edward Pantandon. Authorities also recovered 3 high-powered firearms, including an M16 rifle. The operations were also supported by troops from the 88th and 26th Infantry Battalions, among others. The successful operations aimed at dismantling the remaining armed elements in the area show the continued decline of NPA forces in northern Mindanao.
The pre-trial conference for the impeachment case of Vice President Sara Duterte has convened its second day of discussions today. During the conference, the House prosecution questioned VP Sara's defense team over the identical exhibits being presented. IBC News correspondent Earl Tobias has the report.
Due to the volume of documents both presented by the House prosecution panel and the VP defense, the marking of evidence for VP Sara Duterte impeachment case wasn't finished today. In the middle of this tedious procedure, lead prosecutor Jinky Luistra denied reports that the prosecution was outmatched or eaten alive by the defense team of VP Sara in last week's pre-trial conference day 1.
Hindi po ako papayag na lamunin ng buhay ang laban ng sambayan ng Pilipino. That is not true. I charge it to fake news.
Earlier, both sides arrived carrying stacks of documents with members of the defense team and some House private prosecutors even bringing black suitcases into the room where the marking is conducted. Despite the high-stakes proceedings, there was no tension, with lawyers from both sides even seen shaking hands and engaging in civil discussions. The prosecution, however, raised concerns over what it described as the defense's yet-to-be justified use of the same exhibits and witnesses listed by the prosecution.
It appears now that sila ngayon nag-fishing expedition and the court does not exactly know what would be the purpose by which they are to be treated as the hostile witness.
In its comment on the pre-trial proceedings, the prosecution is asking the Senate Impeachment Court to require the defense to justify why they had also listed the prosecution witnesses as their own. Newly announced prosecution legal spokesperson Attorney Benjamin Tolosa Jr. said that of the 97 witnesses identified by the defense, 51 are also prosecution's witnesses. And of the 276 exhibits listed, 248 are common to both sides.
When we present the witnesses as our own witness, the defense will already have the opportunity to cross-examine them. That's why, as a rule, you cannot recall a witness without proper justification.
The prosecution is requesting for 62 trial dates, while the defense is requesting for 30. Questions are now being raised whether when the trial will be concluded.
If I will consider the number of witnesses and exhibits of both parties, mukhang hindi kakayanin ng hanggang September lang. So it will be the impeachment court who will have the final say kung ilan ang trial dates na ipagkakaloob sa prosecution, in the same way, kung ilan ang trial dates na ipagkakaloob sa depensa.
The prosecution has also submitted to the clerk of court its proposed order of presentation for the articles of impeachment against the Vice President. First to be presented is the alleged assassination threat against the President, followed by the alleged anomalies involving the OVP and DepEd confidential funds. Third is the alleged bribery scheme within the Department of Education during her tenure as secretary. The final article focuses on alleged unexplained wealth, including the non-disclosure of assets in her SAL-N and alleged discrepancies in her declared wealth.
It's still just a hope that we can finish by tomorrow. The bulk of the document that still need to be marked would form part of the documentary evidence for Article 1.
Meanwhile, Senator Robin Padilla and Senate President Win Gatchalian shared a brief hug when they met at the Senate earlier. Padilla was asked on the possibility of Senator Chis Escudero being the presiding officer in the trial.
Siguro ang dapat natin tanungin kung papayag ba si Win, si SP Win. Kasi sa konstitusyon, ang nakalagay doon, ang dapat mag-preside, ang Senate President.
So kung kayo, sir, mas gusto niyo si SP Win
dapat,
mag-preside?
kasi yun ang nasa konstitusyon.
Wala pa. Wala pang pag-uusap.
Until today, sir, ikaw?
Yes. Yes.
Despite uncertainties, prosecutors are confident the trial will push through on July 6. Earl Tobias, IBC News.
Meanwhile, farmers in Bohol welcomed the opening of a new irrigation project led by President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. The president also inspected key infrastructure projects in Cebu while reaffirming government efforts to strengthen food security through the Walang Gutom Kitchen program. IBC News correspondent Harley Balbuena has the full report.
Maraming ani, maraming pera, maraming may pasok sa bulsa.
Farmers in Bohol were grateful for the newly opened irrigation facility in the province, which is seen to significantly boost their harvests. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. led the inauguration of the 820 million peso Mabini Kayakay Small Reservoir Irrigation Project with a depth of 32.20 meters and 3.82 million cubic meters water reserve capacity. The facility can provide irrigation to over 500 hectares of agricultural land and will benefit more than 700 farmers.
Dahil sa sapat na supply ng tubig, inaasahan nating tataas ang ani, lalo na ng palay at mga high-value vegetable crop. Pwede nang magtanim na ang ating mga magsasaka ng 3 planting sa isang taon.
The President assured that more irrigation projects will be done as the country prepares for severe El Nino. The President also inspected the ongoing repair and rehabilitation of flood control structures along Mananga River in Talisay City, Cebu as part of the Oplan Kontrabaha program.
May drainage na para doon pagka naipon ang tubig dito sa likod ng ating mga flood control structure, merong lalabasan ng tubig para hindi maiwan dyan na linggo-linggo pagka may ulan.
He also checked the Segment 3A of the Metro Cebu Expressway in Naga City, which is now open to motorists after being damaged by a landslide last 2024. This is a huge help, especially in maintaining the vibrant economy in Cebu.
Nakakahiya sa ating mga investor na hindi natin sila inaalagaan na mabuti, kaya inayos natin kaagad. Ito 2 lanes lang ito eh. Pero pinaspas natin, kaya nangyari na 24/7, nakagawa tayo ng 4 lanes.
On the Zero Hunger campaign, President Marcos Jr. himself served nutritious meals to beneficiaries at the Walang Gutom Kitchen in Cebu City. This is the second Walang Gutom Kitchen in the country. Meanwhile, First Lady Liza Araneta Marcos today led the distribution of 10 kilogram rice each to more than 1,200 Quezon City residents, funded through the Office of the President. The rice were directly bought from local farmers through the Sagip Saka Act. The program will be expanded this week to beneficiaries in other cities. Harley Valbuena, IBC News.
Here's more good news. The Bureau of Internal Revenue has rolled out a one-time tax abatement program for micro taxpayers. The initiative gives small businesses and stop filers a chance to settle outstanding liabilities, clear their records, and start fresh. Under revenue regulations, qualified applicants can avail of the program until December 31. It covers micro taxpayers with annual sales not exceeding 3 million pesos and those with tax liabilities and penalties not exceeding 80,000 pesos. BIR Commissioner Charlito Martin Mendoza says the measure supports President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s directive to ease compliance and make government services more accessible.
Filipino tennis star Alex Ayala is set to make history again, becoming the first Filipina to receive a seed in a Grand Slam tournament for the upcoming Wimbledon Championships. Ayala achieved the distinction after returning to the top 30 of the WTA World Rankings, moving up 5 spots following her spectacular run at the Berlin Open. Before her Wimbledon breakthrough next month, Ayala will begin her campaign in the Bad Homburg Open, where she will battle against world number 26 Elise Mertens tonight at 11:30 p.m. And the Philippine Sports Commission, or PSC, proudly honored the legacy of 7 sports legends in the 5th Philippine Sports Hall of Fame. The ceremony celebrated the remarkable journeys of Ramon Fernandez, Mansueto Onyok Velasco Jr., Isidro Del Prado, Cecil Mamiit, Beatriz Lucero Lulier, Adeline Dumapong Ancheta, and Eduardo Alvir Pacheco. The nation's Sports Hall of Fame will welcome its next Filipino sports heroes in May. And when we come back, images of the Northern Lights as seen from the International Space Station captures viewers. Don't go away, this is 30 News.
Be a part of the IBC13 family. We are looking for a human resources associate who can be part of our team. Interested applicants may email their application and resume to ibctv13hrd@gmail.com or send to Administrative Department, IBC13, Capitol Hills Drive, corner Zuzwaregi Street, Diliman, Quezon City. Pangarap mong maging milyonaryo? Sa PCSO Lotto, magkakatotoo! Mas pinasaya, mas pinabongga, mas pinalaki ang mga jackpot prizes. Araw-araw ang bola, kaya more chances of winning sa PCSO Lottery Draws. Lunes hanggang Linggo, tuwing 2 p.m., 5 p.m., and 9 p.m.
A tapestry of timeless traditions, culinary gems, fusion of culture and festivity, bound by generations of shared stories. Chinatown TV, every Sunday at 9 a.m.
Kayo ba ay may mga isyong may kinalaman sa karapatang pantao o pangkalusugan?
Isyung legal at pangangailangang medikal, ito ang programang magbibigay payo, tulong para sa mga mamamayang nangangailangan. Kasama sina Congressman Zia Alonto Adyong at Attorney Mix Nograles.
Makakasama niyo kami sa paghahatid ng kwento at tulong, pag-asa at pagbibigay ng mabilis at di kalidad na serbisyo.
Tutukan ang lahat ng ito sa House at Your Service tuwing Sabado, 1:00 ng hapon, dito sa IBC13 at Congress TV.
Japan is set to implement higher visa fees starting July, marking its first price adjustment in nearly 5 decades amid rising costs. Meanwhile, Amazon founder Jeff Bezos is challenging concerns that artificial intelligence will lead to widespread job losses. CJ Reyes has the details.
Japan will implement a price hike on its visa fees for foreign nationals starting July 1st. According to the Japan Foreign Ministry, the single-entry visa fee will increase from around 1,000 pesos to 5,850 pesos. A multiple-entry visa fee will also rise from about 2,000 pesos to 11,700 pesos. This is Japan's first fee hike in 48 years since 1978, reflecting rising prices in their country. But a heads up to Philippine passport holders applying for a standard short-term tourist visa, processing fees at accredited visa centers will not budge under the existing Philippines-Japan bilateral agreement, which grants gratis or free of charge temporary visitor visas to Filipino applicants. Japanese ambassador to the Philippines Endo Kazuya assured the public that Japan remains committed to making travel to the country easier and more accessible for Filipinos. Meanwhile, Amazon founder Jeff Bezos expressed his sentiments regarding artificial intelligence and employment. Bezos said AI is more likely to create new demands for work than replace human workers, contrary to predictions that the technology will reduce employment opportunities. His remarks come after Amazon continues to expand its use of AI, having cut about 30,000 jobs since last year. Meanwhile, European Space Agency astronaut Sophie Adenauer shared stunning images of the Aurora Borealis taken from the International Space Station. The photos show the northern lights illuminating Earth's horizon with vibrant green waves, offering a rare view of the natural phenomenon from orbit. CJ Reyes, IBC News.
President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has ordered the release of an additional 3 billion pesos to support the repatriation of overseas Filipino workers from the Middle East. Executive Secretary Ralph Recto said the fund will cover departure assistance, airfare, and reintegration programs. A standard welcome package of financial aid, medical and psychosocial support, and livelihood assistance will be included. More than 10,000 Filipinos from the Middle East have already been repatriated. Meanwhile, 24 Filipinos previously detained in Russia after falling victim to illegal recruitment have also returned home yesterday. They will be provided with livelihood or employment assistance. The Department of Migrant Workers is currently investigating the illegal recruitment scheme that led to the deployment of 24 Filipinos. In more good news, a total of 262 Mercury drug branches across the country are now accepting guarantee letters from the DSWD. This makes access to medications easier for beneficiaries of the Assistance to Individuals in Crisis Situation, or ICE program. The move expands access points and reduces the burden on beneficiaries who previously had limited options for redemption. For the list of Mercury drug participating branches, the public can visit the link as shown on your TV screens or scan this QR code. The program is expected to speed up assistance delivery and improve convenience for families in need of urgent medical support, as directed by President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Tomorrow, June 23, motorists can expect relief at the pump as fuel companies implement a significant price rollback. Gasoline prices will drop by up to 5 pesos and 90 centavos per liter, diesel by up to 11 pesos, and kerosene by almost 12 pesos per liter.
Also tomorrow, the DSWD will begin distribution of emergency cash transfer for families affected by the magnitude 7.8 earthquake in Davao Occidental, Sarangani, and General Santos City. More than 139,000 families in regions 11 and 12 are expected to receive assistance with a total funding of nearly 80 million pesos as part of the government's recovery efforts. I think that's a very great initiative for those who were affected, because that
gives them hope, yes, and it also gives them the opportunity to start again. And also, fuel prices are going down, so that's another thing for all of us.
We need more good news.
Yes. Okay, and those were the latest from the IBC Newsroom this evening.
We'll continue to monitor the stories that matter and give you updates as they develop. I'm Angela C.
And I'm William Thio. This is 13 News. Thank you for watching. Good night, everyone.